Good morning, guys. I hope everybody's really having a good day. Since I filmed those waves the other day, I have felt so crappy. Come on, dogs, this way. Those waves definitely put something in the atmosphere for sure, because I've just felt so lethargic and tired, and you know, people say, oh, you're probably just getting the flu, or you're probably just getting a cold. I'm not. I know I'm not. I just feel terrible, and I'm doing nothing different, and it was okay, it's neither here nor there, whatever. I do want to make you aware of something that I came across a movie. It's like a B-grade movie. I think it's called The New World Order something, but I will attach it. I'll attach a link, because this movie really will make you think about what you're going to have to do in the real life situation of what will come upon the earth. If you're new to this channel, you might have to go back and watch some videos to find out what is coming upon the earth. But in a nutshell, we are entering into a new order of government rule, a new order of doing things in the world. We're entering into what the occultists want to call the fifth age, and this is all about, it's a Luciferian age. And I'm not a religious crackpot. I know history repeats itself, and if you want to talk the most religious people in the world, they are the ones who worship the enemy of our souls. They know better than anybody that there is a creator who exists. They believe more than the Christians, because they know. And they know that they are fighting him, and all they want to do is kill him. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but this whole thing is it's a cosmic war to kill the creator. The enemy wants to kill the creator. So this movie I'm going to attach, it's like I said, it's just a B-grade movie. But oh wow, it makes you think. Now, it happens after the rapture, okay? But it doesn't speak much about the rapture at all, which I found really good, because I really want people to understand who come to this channel that we cannot bank on that. We cannot think, you know, we're going to get zapped out of here before anything bad happens. You will not be prepared in your spirit if you have that attitude. You will not have a soldier, warrior mentality to fight or to run or to die. This, I cannot stress enough. There are many people who don't subscribe to the rapture at all. I am not saying that. I'm not. I'm just saying it could be at the last trumpet. We could have already gone through the 7 years of absolute tyrannic rule and reign before it does happen. I believe it's going to happen sooner or later, but I don't put times on things. So I just want people to be real. People need to understand that, just like I said, you're going to have to fight. Look at the people in Syria that are losing their lives right now. You know, if you talked to them about a rapture, they'd probably stone you to death, because they're dying. So we have to be real. So this movie was set after the rapture, and just the plot, the storyline, I found it very interesting. And I never watch movies, but because it was scripturally based, I did watch it. Now, I'm not going to nitpick about, oh, that bit wasn't right according to scripture and all that. Look, save your comments, don't even bother, because it's just It's just a scenario showing you what could happen. Every single person's story will be different when this all goes down. No two stories are going to be the same. Some will be shot on the spot. Some will be running and hiding. Some will be hiding for years. Some will lay down and give up. Some will walk into the FEMA camps saying, yes, we want help, never to be seen again. You go to those camps, you're never going to get out. I really felt led to do this. I came here for a quiet time and actually wasn't going to do a video. And I prayed, and the Father just said, I do want you to tell them about the order that's coming soon. They're ready to put it in place. It's already in place. It's been in place since 2001. The new order started in a certain day, on a certain month, at a certain end of a year, 2001. That was when their order was first activated. It takes a long time to get all these countries on board. You still have the rogue countries, but I believe that they've roped everybody in. I don't even believe Iran is sovereign to itself anymore. They're part of it. They're all part of it because they know they have to control us people. They know that. If they don't get us under control, we will revolt. But you see, even prophecy says that we won't. The people, there's not enough of us to stand up and revolt. It's going to be very small cells who revolt and who say no, to this tyrannical mark they're going to give us, which will be a mark of allegiance to the system. And look, in the movie, it's this stupid, ugly mark on their forehead or their hand. I don't believe it's going to be like something that horrendously big, but it will. It'll all be to do with the money system. If they can stop you buying and selling, they're going to kill a majority of us. That will put an end to a majority of us straight away, because people don't know how to fend for themselves anymore. This is where faith can come into it too, because Jazzy, I don't want you to get in there. Jazzy, back here. Jazzy, not today. Sorry guys. Jazz. If they can, stop us eating, stop us buying things. We can't buy fuel, we can't buy food, so we can't buy petrol to leave. We can't buy food to live. Then some miraculous faith is going to have to come into play, because he will meet all your needs. If you are going to be willing in your spirit to die, he will meet all your needs. But that doesn't guarantee you that you won't die in this life. It doesn't guarantee that you will be raptured out of here. People really need to understand this. And because we're coming into the time when, I think 2020 was their date. They wanted to, the year that they wanted to really flex their muscle. What is a little bit concerning is how quiet everything's gone, isn't it? With the Iran situation, how quiet everything's gone. And everything has been focusing on the impeachment process, which there is no left and right, guys. They are the same. They are just dividing you people over there and trying to cause division between the people, because if they can keep you guys fighting, you will not unite. It's what it's all about, keeping us separated. And at the end of the day, it's about keeping you from your Creator, because they know how powerful He is. They know what's going to happen to them. Did you see that? They know they're doomed, but they will not give in. It's like bloodlust. They know it's wrong, but they can't stop, no matter what. They know that. Look, they must know they're not going to make it to a nice place forever and ever. Or are they that deluded that they truly believe that they're going to get some major prize for this, for all this horrendous stuff they're doing? That's another story. I can't do that. I can't even think like that. But I know one thing, we need to get battle ready. And Ephesians 6, read that, study that, even the end part of that, because we need not to love our own lives that much that we will not die for this. And I always knew, before I knew about any of this, I knew there had to be something worth dying for. I would die for my family, but that would not secure me eternal life on its own. I knew there had to be something that was the catalyst for being able to gain your soul. And so to gain your soul, you have to lose your life for him who laid down his life for you. And the rapture teaching, it's all good and well, but it's also very dangerous because there are a lot of weak-minded people. I'm not being mean, I'm just being real. There are a lot of vulnerable, lukewarm, weak people who want nothing more than to subscribe to the rapture because it gives them the way out without having to deal with anything, and it's the fear that scares them. Do you know how many times it says not to fear? Fear not, for he is with you. Fear not, for he is your Father. He will strengthen you and help you. He will uphold you with his righteous right hand. Isn't it about time we started taking him on his word? Isn't it about time we said, all right, Father, I believe these words you said. You said your word would never return to you void. Then that means that this scripture I've just said out loud to you, Father, it won't come back to you. It won't come back to me empty. We have to believe this. Because this is all about faith and belief at the end of it. They have faith. They believe in their Lucifer. They do. They have, like I said, more faith than the Christians. What is wrong with us as a body? If they're going to let out, there's a black awakening coming, guys. They are going to release upon the earth an army of super soldiers. This is not ridiculous. This is true. When the time comes and when the gates of hell completely open, they're opening, but when they're wide open and there are literal devils and demons manifesting, men's hearts will fail them for those things coming up on the earth. When these things happen and these super soldiers are released, how are the Father's children going to fight against this? How? There's only one way, and it's not with weapons. It is with the spiritual armour. We can have AK-47s, we can have mortars, we could have mustard gas, we could have on a suit of armour. It will not save us. What will save us is our spiritual walk right now, that we need to be sharpening our sword of the Spirit. Start sharpening the sword of the Spirit. There are a lot of people out here calling out what's happening. We know what's happening. Every single day is one day less that you have to get your spiritual sword sharpened and your house in order, which is your spirit and your mind. I'm no teacher. I'm no prophet. I was just called to do these videos to be an encourager, an edifier, and in doing that, it encourages and edifies me at the same time. And we all need encouragement. We're all in this alone. We can't even meet. It's not like we're even in the same city and a whole bunch of us can go, right, let's go and meet at the coffee club. 500 of us show up and we can make plans. We can't do that. The enemy has divided us through this technology. Even though we're more connected than we've ever been, we've got, air travel that's so fast. And we can travel by the sea as well. Even though we're so connected, we are more disconnected than we've ever been. And if you cannot see the hand of the enemy at work in this world, and you think that all is well, you're what we call asleep. And we are not fear-mongering, and I'm not trying to make you feel terrible. I'm trying to awaken you while it's still day. I'm trying to get you to see that you need to get with the Father, talk to him and pray and read his word. That's all you need to do, because he'll do the rest. Okay, the more we try in our own flesh, the more we fail, because we are carnal. So it is through his power and his spirit that is the only good thing that can come out of you, because we are not good. We are not good. We're a part of this. We don't know why. We will find out. We will. We'll get all the answers, but not right now. But right now, we're coming to the crescendo. We're coming to the last scene of the movie. The last scene's coming. And if you want to be a part of that last scene, fighting, it's going to be a lot better than curling up in the fetal position and crying on your bed, isn't it? Think about those you love. There is a plan for this. For you. There is a plan. Just by you listening to this proves there is a plan for you. Go to him, run to him, seek out your plan. And when I say plan, I'm not talking prepping and bugging out. I'm talking the big picture, the overall plan. I wouldn't be surprised if when it goes crackers, just when everything hits the fan, because I do feel it will happen very quickly. I think that it's more stand and watch the power of the Lord work. You won't have to do anything. Not if you're in him, under his covering. You watch, he'll do it all. He'll show you what to do. There won't be any question. We're only questioning now because we're still in our training phase. But some of us have just seen a little bit further into what's happening than others. We're all at different levels with this. We all learn at a different speed, at a different rate. And, your spiritual maturity is very individual. So I just hope and I pray this blesses you today, Father, in the name of Yahushua. I pray that anybody listening to this, that it has touched them through you, because I know the plans you have for us, Father, are plans for good, plans for a hope and a future, not for evil. You said your word would never return to you void. So let us learn to speak the words that you told us to speak. to literally remind you of the scriptures that you promised us. And that's it, Lord, that we will actually remind you of those things that you've said are our promises from you. And we can stand on those in these days. We know things are accelerating. You've warned your prophets. You've warned your watchmen. People are speaking, and we thank you. And I just pray for strength and courage for every single true believer, every single believer around the world who knows who you are in their spirit. I pray for boldness, strength, wisdom, understanding, courage, and knowledge of our enemy. If we don't know our enemy, we can't fight him. He lurks around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. But if we are aware, Father, you told us that we can recognize his weapons, that we can grab those fiery darts before they hit us, or before they hit those behind us, that we can protect others as well as ourselves. Let us be the lights that shine in our families. Let us not be slack anymore concerning anything to do with how we need to live our lives in these days. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. Forgive our carnal nature. Forgive our flesh when it screams out for something and we give in. Forgive, not forget. Forgive us for when we think the wrong things that we didn't even realize. We mightn't have been aware. So cover us with the precious blood that was spilt by your elect one for us. That is what makes us clean, and that is what makes us acceptable in your sight. And our faith. You said our faith is counted as righteousness to us in your eyes. And as a parent, I understand that. As a grandparent, I completely understand that in my heart. I thank you, Yah. I thank you, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. So guys, have a blessed day. I'm going to try and get some washing dry. It's raining. It's starting to rain. The weather's just been so crazy. I know there's something in the air. But, what do they say? Chin up, old lad. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep going. Let's keep running. Finish line's just there. Let's power through it. Power through it with maximum energy. I love you guys. Talk soon. This is Beck from Oz. I'm off. Say bye, Jazzy. Jazzy. Say bye. Say bye, Bo. See you guys.